Hey guys, what's up? It is July 4th. Happy Independence Day. Happy birthday, America. And I said I was going to make these videos every day for the next 90 days. And I missed yesterday. This is a whole story, in of itself of some things that, went wrong. And, I'm on this journey right now to lose 14 pounds and hit my goal weight of 165 in the next 90 days. And I'm on this mission to be aligned with my purpose and make money that relates through a way that relates to my purpose. And the reason I'm sharing this is because I want to help other people who have similar goals. And it's kind of rough out there in the world, and I don't think people really admit how hard it is. I mean, we know how hard it is. If you're watching this video, you know what it feels like to maybe spend your birthday alone because you don't know a lot of people in your new city, or you don't have enough money in your bank account to just go out there and blow it at a bar. And so that sucks. And I'm on a mission to change that in my own life and to help other people do that too. So, yeah, what happened yesterday? I want to make these videos every day, and you know, I know I'm going to slip up. We're all going to slip up when we have a big goal, and the key here is to stay optimistic. That's one of the really core pillars, one of the blocks of being a lost youth is staying optimistic. And that's the difference between a multimillionaire and a homeless person. I don't know where I heard it or realized it, but if you think about it, the homeless person just doesn't have hope for a better future. And the second you give that homeless person hope, they start turning their life around. And then the person who is wealthy and killing it in life, all they have is more and more optimism that everything works out. So shit's gonna happen. I mean, and I learned from some of the choices I made yesterday. So I sell roofs for a living. I want to get a timer so I don't go too long on this. My meditation timer will work for it. Yeah, I sell roofs for a living, and I want to talk about in later in this video how important it is to make money doing what you love and to find that your passion. And sometimes, especially when you're starting out, you're going to be working a job that is a stepping stone, and you've got to find enjoyment in those jobs or a career path that's going to get you to where you want to go. And roofing is something that I don't love, but it is a stepping stone, and it's something where the money is good. So, guys, I was driving like 2 hours, almost 2 hours out to where I have a roof getting installed, and it's a big one. Might be my biggest commission ever, around $20,000. And I've been doing this for 6 years, and I'm excited about it because I also think that because I know I have this big commission coming, I can actually really start to pivot and make money in an AI idea I have, and through this YouTube channel. So I'm out at this job, and I'd already been to the gym, and I'm eating pretty healthy that day, and I'm starving out there. And on my way back, I'm passing this place that does drive-through daiquiris. And one of the things that it's important to me, and it's changing my life, is that when I want something, I get it. Just like how I want to help other dudes, and I want to have this YouTube channel, and I want to make money online, I'm going to get it, right? So it's important that when you see something in your mind or you desire something, that we develop this muscle of having it. And then so with this story here, there's kind of a drawback that you got to be careful of. But I'm hungry. I'm out here. I went to this drive 2 hours out for a job that's going on that maybe I didn't have to do the drive, and I wanted a daiquiri. So on my way back, I stopped to get some beef jerky, meat sticks, and trying to eat healthy. And then I got one of these daiquiris, and I got like the biggest size. And like halfway, almost 30 minutes from home, I start feeling like real bad shit. And yeah, so I guess on an empty stomach, and that I was feeling pretty terrible. And I get back here to my place and have a Coke to try to feel better. And I just put a movie on my projector, and I slept off what I was going through. And at that point, like, I didn't want to record one of these videos. And you know what? Like, kind of brings me to my first point I wanted to go over. It's okay. I come from a really regimented religious background, and so it's deep in me that, like, when I do something that is like bad, that somebody else says is bad, like when I was religious, it was there was a lot of bad stuff that isn't really bad, and so the first point I want to make is that we have these. There's nothing good or bad, but thinking makes it so. It's like a quote. It's a Shakespeare quote, and it's gotten really, not even in like the religious community, and maybe this is like I see something wrong with society, is all these guys that are like, oh yeah, if I didn't wake up in the morning and like have my cold plunge, or do my 20 minutes of meditation, we end up putting these own curses or like spells on ourselves, and these can go both ways. Like, so we can use this like positive reinforcement to our advantage, or we could use it to our disadvantage, that, oh my gosh, I did XYZ. I think it helps to have examples, and so that's kind of a minor one yesterday, that like in the past I would have been really critical of myself, like, oh, you said you were going to do a YouTube video and you didn't, and because you drank a daiquiri, like, and I mean, I weighed myself today and I was up a pound when I have these really lofty goals. So I can, from a impartial point of view, see that that's going to make it difficult to get to where I want to go. And I might have to adjust my decisions based on that, like eat less today. But there's no reason to think that life is worse because of that yesterday. All right, here's another example, and this is a little raw. I don't mind talking about it, and I'm going to speak as just, this is how it feels like about a topic about sex, and specifically it has to do with jerking off, and the messages in society about porn and all that. So they're just like drinking that daiquiri on an empty stomach made it hard for me to make this video yesterday. There is like have a healthy relationship with jerking off and porn. By healthy, I mean, like, if you're doing that instead of talking to girls, like, then yeah, that's like taken away from like your biological imperative to be a kingly dude, and to be admired and desired by women. And if you're doing that like too much, like, it's gonna be tough. It's just not healthy, right? It's not healthy. Like, eat a whole bag of chips isn't healthy. But I mean, having a handful of chips and then having a dinner and being 10% body fat, having a handful of chips, and then having a steak for dinner is totally fine. So, like, if you're horny as fuck, and like, I mean, you're doing the thing, you're talking to a bunch of girls, you have a healthy sex life, and you're horny as fuck, sure, yeah, like, rub one out, like, and like, it's not good or bad, it's just thinking makes it so. And so that's another example of like a spell that we can feel. Like, we don't have to feel bad about it. And I think there's a way that we can feel this way about everything, right? We can spin everything to a positive, like everything. Like, wow, I'm gonna have a great day because I was braked up this morning, and I had just the most soulful, like, jerk off session, and I'm gonna tackle it today. Look, not everyone's gonna agree with that, and I'm not saying you have to, but I'm painting a picture of how everything can be a positive. So that's the spells in life, and this goes even, like, you can use this however you want. Like, sometimes I get in my head, uh, and I want one of the blocks of lost youth is to lose your mind and lead with your soul. And the mind is always there, but we all have to, like, complement how the mind acts. And if you want to know what the soul feels like, it's like your first inclination when there's nothing else in your consciousness. And sometimes when you're in your head, and I like there's another guy, Elijah Long, talks about it. He refers to it as retard maxing. And it's so true. All the great things that happen in life happen when there's just we're just retarded as fuck. Like, you just, like, and the world wants you to think otherwise. I mean, there's a little voice inside me right now that's like, that sounds crazy. Like, no, you're supposed to worry about something. Like, oh, you wanna like talk to those girls or be like, have a good time and have fun. Oh, well, I don't know if that's politically correct. Oh, like, did you see, that one girl on X who talked about the gremlin guy that talked to her at the bar? You see what I'm saying? Like that, and it happens to me too. Like, I'll approach a girl and just be like, whatever, friendly, and man, like, I'll get some, like if I didn't have a good perspective of, it doesn't matter what this person thinks about me, it could have been a little painful. This was only like a week or two ago. Just a cute girl that, like, I approached it with a lot of tact. Excuse me, like, you have really nice style, or something like that. And then I kept walking, and she, like, was following behind me. We were going to the same place or something, and asked her if she had plans that night. She's like, and it really doesn't matter. I'm like, my point is, like, even if I had no tact and I was, like, really pushy with her, you still got to go for it. And there's just this, like, something in the zeitgeist, in this matrix that's like wants to hold us back, and it's been like this forever, right? Like the poppy syndrome. There's this, like, that analogy that once the poppy gets above the rest of the poppies, the gardener comes and cuts it out. Like, that's something in the air, like, trying to keep us down. It's the freaking matrix. And so when those moments happen, I got another guy talked about this. Have something that you, like, say in your mind. Like a little spell, like a little incantation. The one that I use to get out of my mind into retard max is ooga booga, like, or umbaga. And I just say it in my mind, like, umbaga, and it's like get all the thoughts out, and just, like, live, because when the mind is not in the way and we're just existing, like, there's nothing but love and appreciation, and that's how it should be all the time. So, yeah, that's spells. I really can't even, there's no, even a rock bottom situation, the sooner that we can just find the positive in it, and the more often that we can find the positive in it, the more our life turns around, whether it's like waking up in a freaking jail because you drank and drove, like, you might have a lesson to learn, but, like, maybe the lesson is the positive, and like, find the positive in all situations. And people are gonna think that's crazy. Like, you should be negative about it. Fuck them. Like, no, that's not how it should be. Like, that's how I get ahead, is I see the positive in every single outcome. Oh, she, like, no, why would, I'm not giving you my number. Yeah, got that. Like, at least that, thanks for watching out for me, God. Like, keeping me away from someone like a crazy chick that would damage my life. Or what's another positive? oh yeah, like I did it. I'm so proud, like proud of myself. I'm getting better, right? There's a positive in everything. Positive in like my apartment. Man, this isn't like where I want to be yet, but like I'm grateful for this apartment. And if even if this was a freaking box, like find if you that homeless guy in the box, he starts seeing the positive, his life starts upgrading. So that's spells. Last thing I'm gonna bang home is purpose and making money with your purpose. I'm gonna set a little timer here so I don't go too long. I have. There we go. So a real epidemic in society is people aren't doing what they love. And they may be making money, and making money is important. It's the new way of killing the buffalo, right? We don't kill buffalo anymore. We provide value to the world and we get dollars. So we need money, and then we need to do the things we like to do. And it's nice, like if you have enough money and you've developed the right skills, you can take the money you have and then use it to keep doing the things you really like doing. And so you have this dance, like you need to be doing what you like to do. You need to be making money, and there was a third thing. Shoot, you need to be making money. You need to be doing what you like to do. Maybe it'll come to me. And so but then if you look at what you're doing that you don't enjoy, we need to tie it to getting us to a place that we can keep doing more of what we like doing to make money. You follow me? And so for me, it's selling roofs. And then my purpose, I like making content. I like helping other people who feel lost make friends and feel connected and feel seen. I like DJing. I like electronic music. I like parties. So those are the things I like. Then we have the things that I don't like. I don't like, but make me money. And they begin to merge more and more. And probably one of the middle ground that you can find is the boring thing that you can do that you can get really good at, and it merges the two. And if you make enough, and then if you just focus on getting good at something that makes you money, then it pulls you towards doing more and more of just things you like doing, right? So for me, it started out with like graduated from college, exercise science pre-med degree, wasn't drawn to med school anymore, and I'm stuck working like dead-end sales jobs and really low-level like waiter jobs and skiing training, skiing coaching, rock climbing coaching. So jobs that weren't going to provide a living. And then I found a boring job of selling roofs and just communicating with people and making good money and having a lot of freedom. Now I'm still doing that, and I'm trying to figure out boring ways to make even more money. And so I'm working on using AI to set appointments for me. And as I make more money with that, and as I do more of what I love doing, DJing and making content around helping people find what they love doing, I know they're going to continue to meet. So what you guys need to do is, it's nuanced, right? Like someone could be really liking what they're doing as a 120K a year account executive there's crazy jobs out there, right? Doing that for ski resorts. That may not even exist, but something like that where they like it, they make good money. Maybe they stay in that, or someone making that kind of money and that kind of enjoyment. Like they seem like they're closer to being doing what they really like doing and making money doing it. All this is to paint a picture is that if you're someone who's a barista right now, and that's where you're at, then there's a million routes, and sometimes it feels like there's not, and that's that pessimism there. If you're in that job like that is low level, kind of dead end, you can First off, don't get in bad financial place, because that really, like, living in scarcity is a freaking killer, and I've been there. So you could keep your expenses low, you could stay as a barista, and then you could keep like improving skills, trying to find your purpose by experimenting with things, trying lots of things. And or you could go get find a job in sales where you're making more money too. I mean, the important thing here is you don't let that scarcity get in, and because the scarcity and not having enough resources is or having a job that's a ball and chain, like a cubicle job, 40-hour week job, that makes it really tough to find what you're passionate about. So I'm going to go much deeper on future videos, but I just kind of want to leave it here that when you find your purpose, it's going to be more closely related to your soul than your mind. And you need the mind there, but when the mind is silent and you get lost in something or you obsess over something, like this guy just watching tons of YouTube videos on making money online, you want to keep like digging into that. So yeah, hit me up if you have any questions and want some help finding your purpose and how to make money doing it. We live in an awesome time where the standard of living shot up and jobs didn't match with it, and the jobs also got like less and less fulfilling. And thank goodness we're having like an awakening of consciousness, and we have technology in place that allows you to make as much money as you're willing to be optimistic and believe. So, I mean, that's why I'm doing this right now. Like, I know this is going to turn into something. There may be 2 people who watch this video, and it just doesn't matter. Like, this is what my soul is like saying to do. I shared in my last video, but there's that Bible scripture, that says, listen and obey the word. And he who doesn't listen and obey the word is like the guy who looks into the mirror and sees his reflection and then forgets what he looks like as soon as he turns away. So don't forget what you look like. Don't disregard what the inside of you is saying and telling you to do. Ever. Be goofy. Like, umbaga. Like, talk to those people. Umbaga. Start a YouTube channel. Umbaga. Yeah. Yeah, guys, and I like ending on some books that I read in the past. I'm a big reader. I guess I took all my books the other day and just put them out. I mean, these things have changed my life. There's Dan Bilzerian's book, The Iconist, that yellow one right there, really good. Mastery, Robert Greene, amazing author. Really grateful for other content creators who've recommended some of those books. I just grabbed a random one from the ground here, but also it's kind of cool. Women, Bukowski. This is more of like a fictional book, so it's not just totally self-improvement. But yeah, I mean, this is just like a guy with a beautiful writing who is like, he is the antithesis of the guy that's like, no fat and like, no porn. Like, my life is ruined if I didn't have my morning routine. This guy's like, I woke up, I smoked cigarettes, I drank, I hung out with some whores and how about his whole life? And you know what's wild? He didn't reach like fame and success until his 50s. He'd been writing since he was 20. And I'm going to close with this. You would think a guy like that I just described, like a freaking degenerate and objectifying women, from the sound, from like some of his stories, you would think that like he would be the furthest from a higher power or source. And I saw interviews of him, and I really fucked with what he was saying. Like, felt it deep, as in like his spiritual connection. I heard what he said, and I was like, damn, I went through that dark night. He was saying he was surrounded by cameras, and he was surrounded by pretty young girls, and he's like 65, 70, and like I said, he didn't get literary acclaim until he was about 55. and he was saying, God, something like, I should find it again, but God planted me deep. Like, God knew that, I'm not affected by the cameras and the women. Like, it can't deter me because I knew this was going to happen. And, like, almost like God made me go through what I went through so that when I got to this point, I wouldn't go weak for it. That is some fucking optimism. 35 years of transiency and, barely living paycheck to paycheck. I mean, I just did that the last 3 years. This guy did it for 25. So, I don't know. Is this going to take till I'm 55 to feel that way, surrounded by everything that I always dreamed of? And, can I look in the camera then and say, God prepared me for this. Like, thank you for putting me through those dark nights and those rock bottoms. Because of them, I planted my roots deep. So guys, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Let me know if anything you want me to bring up on future videos. I'll keep coming to you every day. I'll do a shorter one tonight on whatever's coming to mind. It's day number 4, 4th of July of Q90. Q3, day 4. We out.